Well, good morning. Special good morning to the Andronicos, particularly to Anthony, and we are on cable here, and that's why we're using the mic. But I've had the pleasure of serving with Anthony on the school committee for I guess you're in your 4th year. I'm in my 14th year. You're definitely aging better than I did, Anthony. But it's been a pleasure to work with Anthony because he was always so respectful, always so thoughtful, always did his homework. Never saw him get too worked up about things, perhaps inside, but you put up a good face. You ran a great meeting, always accommodating folks that had an opinion, which I think is so important. One of the things I said about Barbara Isola when she had left the school committee was that I'm going to miss her tremendously. Barbara was a tremendous public servant, and you could disagree but not be disagreeable. And I think that the same with you, Anthony. So I think that Ward 2 and the City Council is going to be very fortunate to have you representing Ward 2 and become part of this great deliberative body that's so important in keeping the city moving forward. So again, my personal congratulations. Certainly on behalf of the administration, we look forward to working with you, and I know we'll be catching up on submissions as we go forward. And we've been very fortunate since I've been in office to have a good relationship with our colleagues. We don't agree on everything, but I guess that's the disappointing part about what we're experiencing nationally. I think we could be a model nationally on how to get it done and how to have those deliberations and those discussions and those robust, perhaps sometimes disagreements, but those robust discussions without calling each other names. And really, at the end of the day, we're working for the voter, working for the people, your constituents or my constituents. So, but I'm grateful to our council president, Anita Liang, who we talk on a regular basis, and there's a perfect example. Ideology-wise, we couldn't be further apart, and I say that respectfully, but we get along well, and for the same reasons we just talked about how important it is. It's been a delight working with the council president on so many key issues, important issues for the city. I look forward to many more of those. So with that, I'll introduce your new boss, in a sense, Madam President.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be back in the chambers and to be here to bring you and welcome you to the council. I think couldn't be more fitting. You know, I'm coming into my 2nd term or 2nd year as the council president. I could never have imagined at the beginning of it that we'd be spending most of it online, but that's the thing that I'm really proud of with leading this body is how quickly we're able to pivot and make sure that we're continuing this work. And I think that having someone like you join this body, you know, mid-pivot and mid-pandemic couldn't be more perfect because I've seen what you've done leading the school committee. You know, you, as well as head of a body with the pandemic dealing with new things, not only had to pivot to make sure that your body was able to continue their work that they're tasked to do, but you took on a behemoth of an effort, right, in leading the city and reopening the schools, what that process looks like, and finding a new superintendent. I mean, you had these challenges put in front of you with no handbook on how to do it, and I think you mastered it. I think you really set the bar for whoever comes next for you, and so to bring that to this body is something that I think we're really lucky to have. And so welcome to the City Council. I'm really looking forward to working with you this next year. I'm looking forward to all the expertise that you've brought in your leadership with the school committee, but also with your job at the State House. I think, you know, just your knowledge and the resources that you're bringing to the table is going to be something that will be really beneficial to all of us. So I'm really excited to have you. I'm also excited to, I think, no longer be the youngest one on the council, so that's something to look forward to as well. But congratulations, and I'm really excited to work with you. With that, Madam Clerk, if you could administer the oath of the swearing-in.
Thank you, President Liang. Good morning.
Good morning.
If you would please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Anthony Andronico,
I, Anthony Andronico,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I bear true faith and allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and I will support the Constitution thereof.
and I will support the Constitution thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Anthony Andronico,
I, Anthony Andronico,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as a member of the Quincy City Council,
as a member of the Quincy City Council,
according to the best of my abilities
according to the best of my abilities
and understanding,
and understanding,
agreeably
agreeably
to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
and the laws of the Commonwealth
and the laws of the Commonwealth
and the ordinances of the City of Quincy,
and the ordinances of the City of Quincy.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I, Anthony Andronico,
I, Anthony Andronico,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anthony, I'm going to have you,
Well, thank you. It's a real honor and privilege to be able to serve the city of Quincy in a new capacity. Over the last 3 years, serving as a member of the school committee and over the last year as vice chair, I've been able to meet some fantastic people that have helped me along the way. And, I've built many personal connections, and it's helped me realize that that's what public service is all about. It's about building those connections. It's about helping your neighbor. It's about helping your community and making sure that everyone in your community gets the opportunities that they deserve to thrive and to flourish. And I think back about my great-grandparents who emigrated from Italy over 100 years ago and settled down in Quincy Point and worked hard to make a better life for future generations of their family, including my father, Anthony Andronico, who also grew up in Quincy Point. And my promise to the people of Ward 2 and the people of Quincy is that I'll work hard to make sure that they get the same opportunities that the city afforded mine, and that I'll treat them like family moving forward as well. I'm looking forward to serving with Council President Liang, the other colleagues here on the City Council for what's best for the people of Quincy, and of course, partnering with the administration to move us forward as well. So with that, I want to thank you all for your support, and I look forward to working with you.